Welcome back to Crown Joule, episode 8. I'm Tess LeCoyle, here with someone who once filled an IV bag full of sweet tea, just so they didn't have to leave their desk. It's Ekiana. And some call her Seraphine, but I call her Misfortune. It's Sheena. This episode, we challenge the cast to use specific color palettes inspired by classic arcade games. Runway Ready category is Arcade Antics. Hit the switch and don't go dull. Category is Arcade Antics. Up first, serving a color palette based on Dance Dance Revolution, the fabulous Princess Poop. Next, serving us a color palette based on Tron Legacy, it's Abby. Next, serving a color palette based on Frogger, it's Ruth Less. Up next, serving a color palette based on Donkey Kong, it's Whackadoodelle. Up next, serving the color palette based off Pac-Man, it's Trixxie Treat. Okay, the judges have had a little chat, and now it's time for critiques. Up first, the fabulous Princess Poop serving us the palette based off of Dance Dance Revolution. For this look, I don't think there's like a very clear story of what's going on. It's like leg warmers with knee-high socks and like a purple boot, and then you have like a darker like red skirt, and then you have like the dark fuchsia like belt with like the bright blue like accessory on the belt, the gloves, the tie, purple hair, and then the dark fuchsia like headphones. The silhouette for the outfit isn't necessarily bad, but I just think that the way the colors were used was not the best choices were made.
I like all the colors put together. I like how she put them together. Not necessarily, maybe she needed a different top for me.
I don't mind the silhouette necessarily. I don't know if I like the kind of purple heavy bottom, and then the like head is all purple, and then like the maroon like and blue together in the midsection. I feel like it's very like, I guess, restricting of the colors. I feel like you kind of just like boxed in the colors in certain areas, so I'd have liked to seen them like maybe mixed in a bit more.
Right, on to Abby, who was serving us the color palette based off of Tron. You had a bright orange, a deep orange, a bright blue, and then the darker blue. It's I like the blue on the bottom of the shoe. I think that's a nice touch for the rest of it, because it kind of gives like the motorcycles where they have like the little blue lining inside of the wheel. I think that's a nice touch where you have like the little bright blue lines, and you went for like the darker main colors. I think that was a very smart choice, and it is very Tron. It's just I think that maybe the outfit isn't my favorite part. I think that you could have toggled the turtleneck to be without the K in the middle, and maybe unless that's not the right one I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure there's like one of those dresses with a K in the middle you can toggle to make it like a sleek thing, and I think that might have read better. Yeah, like that. See, like that gives me so much better to be that looks so much better to me than the other way.
I just feel like you could have used the colors better with a different skirt.
All right, up next we have Ruth Less serving Frogger. I think this was a brilliant idea. I love that you use the blue to kind of accent everything instead of using like the mixing the greens.
I think my favorite part is the hat. I think it's really cute, and it was really smart to do that. I think it was very creative as well. I feel like the outfit just needed a little bit more elevation.
Up next, Whackadoodelle serving Donkey Kong. Now, Whackadoodelle, the color palette you were given is not an easy color palette to work with. You've got, yellow, orange, brown. Not the easiest color palette, not the most exciting color palette, but I think the way you used it, I think you did it justice. I think, y'all know that I'm not a fan of the strappy ankle moment, strappy calf. So I did have to take a point off for that, but I think the way you use the colors is nice. I think, having the bright pops and then having your midsection be darker with the accent of the bright yellow was a very smart choice, because it kind of breaks it up in a way that still makes you look like your silhouette like nice.
I don't really like the top part, the fur jacket moment. Not really living for her.
And next, finally, Trixxie Treat, who was giving us the color palette based off of Pac-Man. Now, when you're given the Pac-Man palette, you get the bright yellow, you get the black, you get the blue, you get the red. And you chose to not use the yellow basically at all, which was a choice. I get a sort of dead bitch vibe from this, which I'm sure is exactly what you're going for. You've got like the bright red legs, which is like all kind of cut up, and then you got like this blue, you got blue skin to match, and then you got the red on your head, which kind of I'm not alone here thinking that that's supposed to be like maybe a bit of an accident happened on your head, and maybe perhaps the organ in your head is fallen out. So and then your hands are also covered. So I think it's a well done look.
What I do think you should have used more yellow, as that was kind of the challenge, was to incorporate these colors in a creative and decent looking way. I feel like just the kind of gold necklace doesn't do really much for that. I think you look good. I think it's very creative, but I do wish there was a bit more yellow somehow incorporated into this look.
Just a caveat, I guess it didn't say how much had to be used, but I did do my eyes, the two necklaces, and my nails that color, so.
There wasn't necessarily a limit on how much of the color you had to use. We just expected every color to be used, and those be the only colors used. Other than like your hair. Yeah. Obviously your hair can be like whatever color you want it to be, but for the clothes and accessories, those were the colors we wanted to use. And you did use everyone, you just didn't.
Those are the only four I
used. So you met the challenge. It's just I think you could have brought a little bit more yellow into it. Even with this idea, I think you could have brought a little bit more yellow into it, and it still would have read well. This week the challenge was to incorporate colors in a way that was flattering and couture. You did not necessarily have to take inspiration from the video games that the palettes were inspired by. You just have to use the colors in a way that was pleasing to the eye. Whackadoodelle, congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge. Trixxie Treat and Ruth Less, you are both safe. That means the Fabulous Princess Poop and Abby, you are both plagued, and you will be competing in the Quick Change Mini Challenge. So, Ruth Less, Trixxie Treat, you may both sit down. All right, the circuit switches for your Quick Change Mini Challenge, and it seems you've all run out of lives. This is your last chance to save yourself from removal from the circuit. Category is Game Over. Category is Game Over. Up first, Abby. next, Whackadoodelle. And finally, the fabulous princess. I've made my decision. The fabulous Princess Poop. Congratulations, you are the winner of the Quick Change Mini Challenge. Saving yourself from elimination, you may join the other girls on the bench. Girl, she sat down so quick. That means, Whackadoodelle, you are also safe and may return to the bench. That means Abby, my dearest Abby, the ears stay on. Is there anything you'd like to say before? Just a crying face, period. She just starts sobbing.
Oh.
Y'all are amazing. Oh my gosh.
You made her cry.
Now, Abby, you will always be a capacitor, and you made it to top 5 throughout all this that's happened today. You made it. You made it to top 5, and you not only lost the ears for a bit to show us versatility. You have grown so much in general, and I think that the looks you've served, you should be proud of. Everything you've done here, you should be proud of, and there's nothing to be ashamed of because you made it to top 5. Now, hit the switch and give us a pose, bitch. You will always be a capacitor. Now you may exit to the beach.